Okay, so let's take a look at this chart here. Okay, now remember that memory we were talking about, how people have a memory of certain prices when they get there. So just like supply and demand, the memory is not just once price reached a certain area, for example this area, that it bounces again. The memory also happens, not only does it bounce from that price and turn around, but how much does he turn around? Okay, how far does he go with that discount? Okay, so if you take a look at this area, this extreme area here, look how far has he come with his discount. Okay, that's a pretty far movement, right? Before he had some sort of a V formation looking thing. So that's a pretty big movement. So that's gonna hold an etch and memory in people's minds for a reaction. It's so good that our big boy decided to turn around, because who gets in on the buy here? Not many people. Who gets in on the buy there? A little bit more. Who gets in on the buy there? A lot more. And then if this a lot more is good, that means in this area there must be enough money in there for our big boy to say, I like it. Okay? And if he likes it, well, so do we. Okay? So that's why we look at it as an extreme, and it's important to us. Okay? Now, when we look at this thing area here, take a look at once you look at this extreme area here and see how far he goes. Okay, he gets this far up there. If you look at it to the right, that same area does react from it and goes up again. Okay, not so much this time. All right, so when you put all the stuff together, let me move these out. When you put all the stuff together, understanding the extremes helps with the market's situation. If I ask you situations like, you see this downtrend coming in? Okay, let's see where the downtrend started from, for example. Okay, here we go. So first it was an uptrend. Everyone's buying, no one's selling. Okay, then then as this thing came in, people started to become some sellers. As this thing came in, people started to become more sellers. It came up on the news, then every Tom, Dick, and Harry became sellers. Big boy still not interested. So we're like, what's going on? More sellers kick in, and then here comes our big boy. Boom. Okay, you guys know what is a probe already by now, which is this area down here is a faker. And this area becomes very valuable to us. That's an extreme. We're not picking any of these areas in between from this entire trend. We're concerned about this extreme because this extreme has a lot of money in there. Okay, a lot of people selling that our big boy was so interested that he had to get in. Now, the thing is, when he bought those orders, he bought it so quickly, prices rose immediately because he has a lot of orders to fill in. So what we do is we hope that, I hope not all of his orders got filled in, and our big boy is not stupid enough to buy up here more orders, right? Okay? No big boy is that crazy. So he likes prices around this area so he can win again, because that's what he does. All he does is just win. Okay, he does not chase prices, and he does not buy with buyers. He only buys from sellers. So the next set of sellers come in, and we can look at it like, okay, well, how can we pick out the extremes? Does this ever have a value in the future? So if we extend this out, okay, we can see the big boy does actually step back in into the future, right? So using this knowledge, this week what I just wanted to do was I wanted to introduce you to the extremes. Now next week we're getting into the topic of timing. With this knowledge, what I'm going to do in the timing category is not only am I going to give you aha moments, but I'm going to give you mind exploding moments, okay? Okay, to show you areas where there's extreme precision, where it looks almost pinpoint. Okay, it's going to require a lot of practice, but I know you guys can do it. So still practice these extreme. What I want you to do in this week as homework, try to see if you can just keep your eyeballs just looking at the charts and be like, extreme here, extreme there, extreme here, extreme there. You know, just try to like start start circling areas where the extremes start to happen to get your eyes used to seeing the corners where the turns happen. Not stuff like this. Not like that. Nothing like that. Not like this also, because no one is getting involved in the buy side. Okay, that's an extreme there because everyone's jumping on the buys. That's an extreme here because everyone was a seller at one point. So stuff like that. I want you to start getting used to it and start to draw circles like that. And then we'll catch up again next week and we'll take it to the next level. See you then. Cheers.